Apparently this is my first video of the new year, so happy new year. We got to start off with a fun new banner. Heck yeah, what else do we do in this channel? So yeah, welcome to 2022. We got part 2. It has Yugi boy right here. So once again, we're back at the dark elements. It's so fast for another dark element because we already have like 2 characters. The Alice and Adis have guard break and charge stack or break stack, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna talk about him today. He comes out tomorrow. Hopefully you all are doing great. So yeah, as you can see, he is step 1 and 3 50% off. He is not limited, so he will come back eventually, or if you get baited in future scouts or future limited banners, then you have a chance to get him there. If you go to step 5 or 7, of course you are guaranteed a 4-star, but it is a 50% chance of getting a new one, aka that Eugeo. If you win that 50-50, you get Eugeo. If you lose the 50-50, you have a variety of a lot of characters down here that you could potentially win. I'm gonna count this as the first new banner of 2022 because the last one was like at the end of the year. So yeah, let's take a look. Look at his stats here. 2520 magic attack. That's very high. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any healing, but he is fast. Look at that. 318, 248 MP. Pretty cool. He's a charge, an assault, and an enhanced unit. Not enhanced mode, but he enhances. So his charge right here is a strong magic attack, of course, because he has a lot of magic. So if he has a step 3 or higher recollection field for dark element, his charge is better by like 30%. So he's gonna be a pretty great charger for your team for your dark elements. This all here is an extra strong magic attack, dealing 15% additional damage if you have a physical or magic resistance debuff, and then another 20% additional damage increase if you have a recollection field of step 3 or higher for dark. So you can tell that his assault here is gonna deal some pretty nice damage. But is he even a damage dealer? And then his enhance here. So what his enhance does, he reduces the magic resistance for all enemies by 15% for 2 turns, raises your allies' physical resistance by 15%, and then he puts up a recollection field by 1. And of course, a short wait time. So if you make him level 105, you're gonna have him coming up next very soon. Why is it called Quick Protect and Anti-Minefield? Anyway, his incarnate skill, the Winged Aincrad style. Wow, what a copycat. Very original Eugeo. Says the one named Kazuto. Incarnate magic attack on a single enemy, and then a special recollection field of step 3, which basically increases the magic attack for your dark element allies by 10%. Right, and some other things, his Imaginariums increase magic attack by 3% when going against light element enemies. A little disappointing, but I'll tell you why later. His special partner is Alice, so we might get another Alice, or maybe they're only putting Alice because the last dark element was Alice with the break stack. If you remember, I have her so I can show her later. Leader skill starts a battle with 25% incarnate if there's light element enemies on the other team. Then member skill increases magic attack of all dark elements by 1%. Yay. And of course, he has the charge stack and incarnate combo. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it so I don't waste your time. You could skip the video or leave after I say this. Is he worth scouting for? I would say you don't have to. Now, what I really like about this Eugeo is the recollection field. That's step 3. And if you're lacking a character that gives recollection field right off the bat, then you should definitely go for this Eugeo. But let's say you had the limited Adis, aka this goddess Adis right here. If you scouted for her, technically you don't really need another recollection field because she already gives the recollection field. Now, if you want 2 recollection field that can go to step 3, I mean sure, but in this game you really only need 1 per round. The only difference though is that this Adis is super strong and her special recollection field is attack, not magic attack. But it looks like with this game we might be getting a lot more magic attack hitters because the previous banner and this banner, they're all magic attack, so maybe we'll get more. So I would really pull for it. I would say you would really need him if you don't have a recollection field for your dark element team. But if you do, then you don't need this Eugeo. Remember, there is still the Idolmaster collab that they have to put into this game. And if I remember, there was leaks about like characters, just names though. There wasn't like really anything too special. Potentially they might come to this game. Or maybe it's just characters dressed as idols like Popstar Online with memory defrag, but with, Unleash Blade and God. Now, I really like his charge. He has a similar charge with the Dark Element Kirito. This one right here. It's similar because his charge is a little bit better if, you inflict the enemy with continuous damage. While for this Eugeo, you only need a recollection step 3 or higher, and then his charge is going to be much better. But is he the same as that Kirito? No, he's not, because with this Kirito, his Imaginariums give him a charge by 10%, so an extra charge. So that's why this Kirito is pretty good for charging, because he's able to give your team an incarnate charge to like 100% if you give him a charge yell. That's why a lot of people quite like him for dark element teams. As for this Eugeo, sadly his Imaginariums only increase his magic attack by 3%, not increase charge. Little disappointed about that. As for his other two skills, his assault is strong. I expect it to deal some very nice damage if you use it, mostly the assault. With his enhance, it does sound like decently nice, like reduce that magic resistance of all enemies by 15%. But a lot of the previous units, they're mostly physical attack hitters, not magic attack hitters. So that magic resistance debuff is really only going to benefit this Eugeo and the new season pass Elizabeth, which if you don't know, it's this Elizabeth right here, which I think I'll use her tomorrow just for the fucks and giggles. I think she'll be fine. She has a mace though, so I don't know how I feel about that. But obviously not every character is a magic attack hitter, so it'll also benefit the other magic attack hitters. But for the most part, you know, the ones that are like strong that we have currently, it's not going to benefit too much unless it's in the later run when we have more like magic units. Right now, not as useful. Physical resistance for all your allies, that's pretty nice, so you could survive. And the recollection field +1, that's pretty nice. It's not like a magic attack buff or something, so that's what I'm a little bit disappointed with this, or not even a crit up. Personally, for me, that it doesn't sound super useful unless they're a magic user. And I've already talked about the incarnate. I just really like this recollection field, but besides that, if you had the limited ATIS, you don't need this Eugeo because of this. But if you don't have recollection field like that limited ATIS, then you should probably get him for recollection field, because the last character that had recollection field that's a dark element, it was this Kirito. Yeah, I said Kirito. What are you gonna do about it? And you know, he's a pretty old unit. He's not as strong as back then, but I mean, if his recollection field is recollection field. His party skills, I do like to start the battle with 25% incarnate, but we already have other characters that have that, so not super important as well. Like if you were like me and you wanted one of these new units with the break stack and charge stack, you know, you got this Alice here. Her leader skill also puts up 25% incarnate. That's why I don't need him. Not gonna benefit too much for me. So yeah, overall, you don't need him. Just remember, Idol Master collab. You should probably save your diamond cubes for that. Also, a quick little side note, that limited edition ticket thing, I wanted to try that out, so I bought one. That's why I have a little bit more diamond cubes than I should have. But I'll show what I got in the next video. But let me just tell you, it's not really worth it. I'll tell you why tomorrow too. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video of Sword Art Online Unleash Blading. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And if you want to join, I have a Discord at the bottom of the description. We have an upcoming events channel, so if you want to know what's coming to the game, you can go on Discord instead of having to log into the game yourself, and it will be right there in the updates. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Kaz. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for when the scout drops, and we will fail with our scouts because the raids are trash. Goodbye.